Union des cœurs en période difficile, unis dans la peine, les musulmans et chrétiens ont dit la prière pour que le coronavirus disparaisse du Cameroun. C'est dans le nord du pays.
In the market, people are adapting to new ways and they've gotten new needs. Customers as well as traders wash hands with soap with the availability of the water reservoir. We visited some markets and we will bring you the details in this newscast. Great is our delight to welcome you, dear televiewers, to this our 7:30 bilingual newscast on NG Television. The first part in the French language with your friend Siri. Good evening.
Bonsoir Santia, mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir et bienvenue à la première production du mois d'avril de votre 19h30. Nous l'ouvrons par la lutte contre le coronavirus. Ça s'intensifie et l'une des méthodes est le lavage des mains. Dans les marchés de la ville de Bafoussam, nous sommes allés prendre la température et voici le compte rendu.
La population de la région de l'Ouest s'arrime à la lutte contre le Covid-19. Après la sortie du Premier ministre Joseph Dion-Ngouté sur haute instruction du chef de l'État, 13 mesures ont été prescrites pour contrer ce fléau. Parmi ces mesures, l'accent a été jusqu'à aujourd'hui mis sur le lavage des mains à l'eau coulante, au savon ou se désinfecter les mains à une solution hydroalcoolique. De ce fait, les pouvoirs publics à Bafoussam ont pris l'initiative de placer à chaque entrée des marchés de Bafoussam des seaux d'eau et du savon pour permettre à la population de s'imprégner de cette pratique du lavage des mains. Cette pratique vient concrétiser la recommandation de l'Organisation mondiale de la santé pour barrer la route au coronavirus.
0 cas de coronavirus dans le nord-ouest. La veille sanitaire est forte. Le gouverneur de la région, Adolphe Lélé l'Afrique, était du côté de Mauthausen. Il est question de se rassurer que tous ceux qui entrent dans la région sont testés. Unis dans la peine, les chrétiens, catholiques et musulmans se sont mis ensemble pour élever les prières vers le Très-Haut. Question de faire sortir le Covid-19 au Cameroun. Et il n'y avait ni religion, ni prétendance en ce qui concerne l'appartenance. C'est dans la Damawa et une partie de l'extrême nord et bien évidemment du nord. Ils ont prié tous ensemble.
Les musulmans, les catholiques, les protestants et orthodoxes se sont réunis à la cathédrale Sainte-Thérèse de l'Enfant Jésus de la ville de Garoua, région du Nord Cameroun, pour supplier Dieu de mettre fin à la propagation du coronavirus.
On se retournait vers Dieu, lui dire que c'est lui qui est le début, c'est lui qui est la fin, c'est lui qui a la puissance, c'est celui qui a la force.
Ils ont également prié pour la guérison de toutes les personnes atteintes du Covid-19, ainsi que pour les pouvoirs publics en charge de la gestion du Covid-19.
Assiste les pouvoirs publics, qu'il assiste tous ceux qui s'engagent pour que cette pandémie s'arrête.
Le gouverneur de la région du Nord, Jean Abaté, présent à cette cérémonie, a loué cette initiative et a exhorté les populations à respecter les mesures d'hygiène pour éviter toute propagation du coronavirus.
Solidarité pour la lutte contre le Covid-19, le président de la République a ordonné l'ouverture de ce fonds et une participation de 2 milliards de francs CFA.
Publié ce mardi 31 mars 2020, le Premier ministre, chef du gouvernement Joseph Dion-Ngouté, a informé l'opinion que le chef de l'État, son Excellence Paul Biya, a décidé de la création d'un fonds spécial de solidarité nationale pour la lutte contre le coronavirus. Le chef de l'État Adoré s'est déjà instruit d'abonder en urgence le dit fonds à hauteur d'1 milliard de francs CFA pour le financement des opérations relevant de la stratégie de riposte contre la propagation de la pandémie du coronavirus au Cameroun. Le ministre secrétaire général des services du Premier ministre, qui en a fait cas, explique que ce déblocage servira à conduire les premières actions de riposte. L'on sait également que le fonds de solidarité est ouvert à toute personne ou organisation soucieuse d'accompagner le gouvernement dans ce combat. Ce fonds de solidarité vient à point nommé au moment où la pandémie du coronavirus continue de se répandre au Cameroun avec plus de 200 cas positifs.
En sport, mesdames et messieurs, les Lions indomptables du Cameroun perdent 2 places au classement mondial et quittent le top 50 des meilleures équipes du monde.
Indomptable du Cameroun ne figure plus parmi les 50 meilleures nations de football féminin. La FIFA vient de rendre public son classement féminin et le Cameroun y figure au 51e rang mondial. De ce classement féminin de l'année en cours, le Cameroun a perdu 2 places comparativement au dernier classement en décembre 2019 où il apparaissait à la 49e position. Cette régression est sans doute la conséquence de ces 2 récentes performances en dents de scie à l'occasion de la double confrontation contre la Zambie, comptant pour le 5e tour à l'issue duquel la Zambie avait empêché aux Lions indomptables du Cameroun d'obtenir leur ticket direct pour les Jeux Olympiques 2020, finalement reporté à une date ultérieure. En effet, la FIFA avait reporté à une date ultérieure cette double confrontation entre le Chili et le Cameroun relative au barrage des éliminatoires des Jeux Olympiques 2020. En rappel, après la victoire 3-2 au stade Omnisport Amadou Ahidjo à Yaoundé, les Lions indomptables du Cameroun avaient besoin d'un nul face à la Zambie pour valider leur ticket pour les Jeux Olympiques. Mais hélas, la meilleure nation de football féminin du continent s'était inclinée à l'Osaka 2-1. Tout espoir n'est pas perdu pour Choute Njara et ses coéquipières qui ont encore une ultime chance de qualification à travers la double confrontation contre le Chili.
Joachim Opango, c'était l'ex-président de la République du Congo et l'ancien hier du côté de la France, il souffrait du Covid-19.
Président Jacques Joachim Hyombi Opango, qui a dirigé le Congo-Brazzaville entre 1977 et 1979, est décédé hier en France de suite du Covid-19 à l'âge de 81 ans. Son état de santé s'était dégradé ces derniers temps, le contraignant à vivre loin du Congo, en France notamment. Originaire de la cuvette Nord, Jacques Joachim Opango était né en 1939. Cet officier avait été porté à la tête du pays juste après l'assassinat du président Marien Ngouabi entre 1968 et 1977, à l'époque où l'ex-colonie française était alignée sur l'Union soviétique. Il ne dirigea le pays que pendant 2 ans avant d'être évincé par le président Denis Sassou Nguesso, originaire de la même région que lui. Depuis lors, après une parenthèse de 5 ans entre 1992 et 1997, emprisonné après son éviction, Nwambi Opango a été libéré peu avant la conférence nationale de 1991 qui a ouvert le pays au multipartisme. Il fonde alors le Rassemblement pour la démocratie et le développement. Candidat malheureux à la présidentielle de 1992, il s'allie à Pascal Lissouba, dont il devint le Premier ministre entre 1994 et 1996. Il s'exile en France quand éclate la guerre civile en 1997 qui va va permettre le retour du président Sassou Nguesso aux affaires avec l'aide des troupes angolaises. Son exil a pris fin en 2007 et depuis, il vivait à cheval entre la France et le Congo.
That forum page puts an end to the first part of this bilingual newscast. If you're just joining us, you're watching the 7:30 bilingual newscast and you're watching it on NG Television. As announced in our top stories, hand washing is very effective, especially in markets, as we find water pots everywhere to ease the washing of hands, both for traders and customers. The details with Betty.
As Cameroon continues to record increased cases of the COVID-19, the West region is not left out as the region continues to record increased cases as well. Thus, collective actions remain primordial in moments like these to control and prevent the further spread of the coronavirus. Although more still needs to be done at the individual and national levels, collective efforts are therefore needed to saving individuals, families, and the nation as a whole. Across Bafoussam, the population continues to display a sense of patriotism and responsibility, as close to 50% of business persons and homes now have buckets and detergents stationed at the entrance of either a business corner or a home, all in a bid to containing the coronavirus as well as preventing further spread. It should be noted, hand contacts remain one of the ways through which the coronavirus is being spread, and thus if everyone adheres to the simple exercise of hand washing after every 5 to 10 minutes, it will go a long way to saving lots of lives across the West region and Cameroon in general. Also giving administrative efforts thanks to city managers, wash hands spots at the main entrance of markets across Bafoussam can now be spotted as part of efforts to help the population stay safe from the COVID-19.
We move over to the Northwest region as the Northwest Governor, Adolphe Lili Lafrigue, announced government measures after returning from the interministerial meeting on the COVID-19. He observes that the region has to double its effort in barring the way to the COVID-19 pandemic.
The Northwest region of Cameroon is still at 0 case of the COVID-19. Despite being aware of this fact, the authorities of the region, under the auspices of the governor of the region, Adolphe Lili Lafrique, are taking stringent measures to bar the road to the virus. Here in Santa, which is a gateway into the region, none is spared from the checks done on travelers to detect any cases of the coronavirus, a measure the governor of the region appraises and assures the population of the government's support to stop the spread of the killer coronavirus.
He is conscious of the situation. He is taking measures to equip our health centers, our medical teams, and the ball in our court to implement those measures to prevent the virus to enter our region.
Equally being checked are drivers violating the measures put in place by the government. Meanwhile, the population is gradually accepting the new ways of regularly washing their hands, as water points have been made available in the markets.
Made contributions and we have bought our buckets, our hand sensitizer, there is water, we wash our hands. We are just trying to do it because it's difficult to educate a common man. Some people don't want to believe that it is a reality.
At the regional hospital, an isolation unit has been made ready to receive any cases if eventually detected. The government, on her part, has made available some medical equipment, including 2 ambulances, to the Bamenda Regional Hospital to boost the fight against the spread of the COVID-19, whose contagious tentacles have already reached 4 of the 10 regions of the country.
The head of state for BA has created a special national solidarity fund for the fight against the COVID-19. The head of state has already given a 1 billion francs CFA to finance operations to the response strategy to the spread against the coronavirus in Cameroon. Ibanetungwe.
Enterprises, organizations and citizens have been called to contribute to the fight against the spread of the coronavirus in Cameroon. Announced by the Minister of Public Health earlier this week, the President has created a solidarity fund through which persons or organizations can contribute to the fight against the spread of the COVID-19. The Solidarity Fund created will receive all contributions and make it possible to assume the expenses related to the response against COVID-19. So far as made known by the Minister of Public Health, the confinement of passengers on March 17th flight to Yaoundé and Douala has cost 630 million francs CFA. The expenses are expected to continue to rise, the minister noted, owing to the high cost of caring for the sick and the scientific aspect of it, which all require urgency. It should be noted Cameroon so far has about 223 confirmed cases of the COVID-19, 6 deaths and about 10 cured.
While in the North region, Christians and Muslim all united together at the cathedral to pray for the total elimination of the COVID-19 in Cameroon. This was in the presence of the North's governor. The details. Muslim, Catholics and Orthodox all united at the St. Therese Catholic Church of Baby Jesus in the North region. They all came together to implore the Most High God to put an end to the COVID-19 pandemic. In the course of this interreligious prayer, the Archbishop of the Garoua Metropolitan Church called on everyone to call on Jesus, who is the beginning and the end. He has the force and the power over all things. While praying for the fast recovery of patients infected by the COVID-19 pandemic, those in charge of managing the situation were put in the hands of God for assistance. The governor of the North region congratulated them on this initiative, which assists the government in the fight against the propagation of the COVID-19. He equally called on the population to be responsible and strictly follow the measures put in place by the government. If we move on to our sports page, as the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon have dropped from the 49th spot in the last ranking to the 51 this month of March. Details. Indomitable Lions of Cameroon have dropped 2 places on the FIFA Coca-Cola women's ranking for the month of March. The latest women's national team ranking was made public by the world governing body FIFA. According to FIFA ranking, the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon have dropped from 49 spots in the last ranking to 51 this month. From all indication, the drop in the FIFA ranking is due to their failure to qualify for the 2020 Olympic Games after they were eliminated by Zambia on the 4-4 aggregate score. The Super Falcons of Nigeria are ranked 38 on the world. The African champions move 1 spot up from 39th position in December 2019, despite their inactivity since bowing out of the Olympic Games qualifier last October. On the continent, the Super Falcons are the first, Cameroon are second, 51st, and South Africa are third, 53rd. Zambia have recorded the biggest move of any team in the world of footballs this month. The Cooper Queens of Zambia, also known as Sepo Lulu, moved up 6 places and gained 31 points after defeating the Indomitable Lions in March 2020 to qualify for the Olympic Games. They are now ranked 100 in the world and 3rd in the continent. Other wins were recorded by Africa as Gambia became the newest addition to the women's world ranking, making their debut at 113 in the world, thus increasing the total number of women's team in the ranking to 159. Tunisia and Senegal also made their re-entry after a period of inactivity to 78 and 87 on the table respectively. The next women's world ranking will be published in June 2020. We end this newscast with the Sloan Forum Bridge as the Republic of Congo's former president has died of coronavirus in France. Joachim Jacques Yumbi Obango died at the age of 81.
Born in 1939 in the Basin Department, north of the country Congo, former Congolese president entered into the military school in 1954, where he finished with the rank of a sergeant. He later moved to France, where he continued in the same field and obtained the rank of a lieutenant before returning to his country. The news of the demise of the former Congolese president, Joachim Yombi Opango, was yesterday announced on the country's state television, though he quitted the scene Monday this week. The one-time statesman is said to have died in France from the killer COVID-19 at the age of 81, although he had not been in the best of shapes recently before contracting the virus. Mr. Joachim Yombi, it should be recalled, record, ruled Congo at the head of the military committee for 2 years after the assassination of President Marine Gwambi on March 18, 1977. He was then ousted from power and put in prison by the current president, Denis Sassou Nguesso. He was later released ahead of his country's national conference as part of the wind of democracy that swept through Congo in 1991. He went further to creating his party, the Rally for Democracy and Development, the RDD, and as an ally of former President Pascal Lissouba. From 1992 to 1997, he was appointed by the then President Lissouba as the Prime Minister from 1994 and 1996 before being exiled to France and later returned to power in 1997. Back to France due to continuous health complications. There he's been for a while now and only pay a visit to his home country once in a while until his death.
May his soul rest in perfect peace. We've come to the end of this 7:30 Balingo newscast, but before we go, a recap of our major story. In the markets, people adapting to new ways and they've gotten new needs. Customers as well as traders wash hands with soap with the availability of the water reservoir around the market.
Unis dans la peine, ils ont prié pour que le Covid-19 soit bouté hors du Cameroun. C'était dans le nord Cameroun. Chrétiens et musulmans n'avaient plus de frontières. Mesdames et messieurs, nous refermons notre 19h30 tout en vous disant merci de nous avoir regardés ce soir. Demain, c'est un autre jour. Bonsoir, Santia.
Good night.